Welcome to another episode of About Your Government. Today we are going to review the Supreme Court of the United States. What does it do? Why should you care as an American citizen and voter? And what are the consequences for a president violating a Supreme Court order? What happens when a president defies the Supreme Court? The answer might surprise you. So, let us get to it and dive in. A Supreme Court order is a directive issued by the United States Supreme Court, the highest judicial authority in the country. These orders can resolve disputes, interpret laws, or enforce constitutional principles. They carry the weight of law and are binding on all parties involved, including the government. The Supreme Court interacts with Congress and the President through a system of checks and balances designed to maintain the separation of powers and ensure constitutional governance. The Supreme Court can review laws passed by Congress to determine their constitutionality. If a law violates the Constitution, the court can strike it down. Congress can pass laws that impact the judiciary, such as setting the number of justices or establishing lower courts. The Senate, part of Congress, confirms Supreme Court nominees appointed by the President. The President nominates Supreme Court justices, who must be confirmed by the Senate. The court can review executive orders and actions to ensure they comply with the Constitution. The court can limit presidential authority if actions exceed constitutional boundaries. This dynamic ensures that no single branch becomes too powerful, preserving the balance envisioned by the Founding Fathers. It is a fascinating interplay that shapes the nation's governance. The Supreme Court plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of power and protecting democratic principles. Its orders are not just legal mandates, but also safeguards for the nation's constitutional integrity. A Supreme Court order ensures that laws and actions comply with the United States Constitution. It can overturn unconstitutional laws or executive actions, set legal precedents that guide lower courts and future cases, and protect individual rights and freedoms, such as those related to free speech, equal protection, and due process. Supreme Court decisions directly impact your rights, freedoms, and daily life. For example, landmark rulings like Brown v. Board of Education ended school segregation. Decisions on voting rights, healthcare, and privacy shape the nation's policies and governance. As a voter, you influence the appointment of Supreme Court justices indirectly through the President and Senate, who play key roles in the nomination and confirmation process. If a president violates a Supreme Court order, it undermines the rule of law and constitutional governance. Potential consequences include legal action, impeachment, and political fallout. The courts may intervene to enforce the order. Congress could view the violation as an abuse of power or a breach of constitutional duty, leading to impeachment proceedings. Public and political backlash could weaken the president's authority and credibility. Thanks for watching this episode of About Your Government. We have explored the vital role of the Supreme Court in the United States. From issuing binding orders that safeguard constitutional principles to maintaining the balance of power through checks on Congress and the president, the court ensures no branch overreaches its authority. By shaping laws and protecting freedoms, its impact reaches every American citizen. As voters, our role in influencing the court's composition underscores its significance in our democracy. Let us value and uphold the rule of law it represents. Smash that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at 99rights_online for more legal quickies. Catch you later. And remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay empowered, and keep fighting for what is right. See you next time. If you found this information helpful and inspiring, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends and family.